How was your experience of the hospital stay?
They didn't bring me any food, and I was being tortured.
Yeah.
There was constant machine noise from a machine that you needed to make your face cold. And sometimes the nurses would come in and just turn all the lights on. And I got given a sheet instead of like, I'm used to like British blankets, you know?
Yeah.
But it was just a sheet. I was being tortured.
Yeah. There was like a big ice cold like face mask machine thing that's like supposed to help with the swelling, and it did actually. It was really nice. I really liked that I could have like a nice cooling face mask, cuz pain bad. Holy fuck. I think I've forgotten the Spanish I learned now, but I do know how to say like Dios, ayuda, ayuda Dios. Help me God. What was rápido seriamente. I don't know how to say it properly. But if you could help me, please, God, sedate me quickly, is a rough translation to all the words I just said. It's like they went at me with hammers in there. They gave me like a little clicker button thing that I could call nurses in for, who were lovely every time.
They hated that clicker.
The nurses hated that clicker like I hate clicker training. Okay, that's another good example. The nurses hated that clicker like I like clicker training. About the same. I might heal a little bit slower, so that's why I'm giving myself another month to be on camera, because that's where the IV went in. I'm still healing. It's gonna be a minute. Like the swelling thing is more of the big deal, because all the swelling went to my nose to the point that the doctor went, "Oh god, that's really fucking swollen." I will be probably ready and healed by the end of the month. Oh my god, April 1st. Maybe I'll do that. April 1st, like face reveal, and I can do this exact bit again. Unwrap it. Anyway, doctor going, "Oh god," is comforting. Yeah, when he went to go see my face again, he went like, "Yeah, I can see your nose is a bit swollen." Then he got up and he went like looked at the side of it, and he went, it exactly was this, because he just grumbled it next to my ear and, "Yeah, oh god, that's really fucking swollen." Like, that. The thing they don't tell you, the thing that hurts the most, like still, by the way, they put these little hooks. They put these little hooks on the top of my head to like, make sure my, skin adheres to my skull. It's not even, they're not staples. They are literal hooks. Imagine like a little 3D printed plastic tab. On the back side of it, there is, I'm going to draw it for you. Imagine, for instance, a plastic tab, like so. And on the back of it, there's like this little cylinder thing. And what this does is it hooks into that's the thing that keeps it on your head. Right, here's my face. So these little tabs, they're about like the size of like, I'd say like the size of your pupil, like maybe your thumbnail. They're really small tabs. But on the front side of it, this is the bit that's fucky. On the front side, there's these spikes. And they look like this. There's a few of them. There, right. These hurt about as much as they look like they hurt. This under my face. This still kind of hurts, not gonna lie. These things are supposed to dissolve like, under your head, under your skin. And then, now you don't have them. Now your face is adhered. But they still haven't fucking dissolved yet. And they are so goddamn painful. If I lay on them, I know. I can feel it instantly. That shit hurts. Ooh. They have to put two of these. There's one, like, they're around my forehead. They're around, like, my, like, here and here. They're good for now, as long as I don't touch them. But, like, I can still, like, they're sensitive as fuck. They didn't tell me that would hurt like, that's the main bit of pain. Everything else was fine. I was not in pain after the week. After, like, 1 week. 1 week, done. Here's the first day to me. At 8 a.m., we get up, we go from the hotel. A taxi picks us up that they've arranged, takes us 6 a.m. It takes us to the hospital. It's really close to the hotel and everything. And they're all very nice. They know it's like a big deal. They're very like, "Okay, how are we doing? Like, how are we calm? Like, going into the surgery, everything's fine." Like, they're all cheery and everything. You get yourself changed, and then you lay down on a bed, and then they wheel you into the operating room. When they take you into the operating room, they'll nearly always ask you, "Hey, do you want to listen to something like while you go out?" I send a couple bits of paperwork and I say, "Hey, this will be important later. Hey, by the way, Mr. Anesthesiologist, I partake in a bit of the devil's lettuce, okay? As habitually, anyway. So you should know, please give me more." Please, it's gonna take I don't want to, I don't know. I was reading like horror stories the day before about like, if you don't tell them, then some people like are conscious. Yeah.
You should do it. You have to say.
You gotta say. So anyway, I tell them that. They ask like, "Oh, is there anything that you want to listen to?" And I went, "Just anything from the 80s, What did they play? They played this." Yeah, baby. This is my intro for streams for so long. They played exactly this, and I thought that was hilarious. They knew! I know! And they were like dancing around. I was like singing, and I got to take... And then I woke up. What I'm about to tell you next about the surgery, I should specify. Everyone at Facial Team, I'm so specifically, everyone that works for Facial Team was lovely. They were great. They were genuinely lovely people. Every time I saw them, they were helpful. They were happy. They put me at ease. They were actually lovely people. But the nurses that worked at the hospital that I was recovering in, a bit, not great, not the best, I will say. When I woke up from surgery, I had an hour of bliss. You know, the anesthesia is still wearing off. I don't actually remember, like, when I woke up at first. My memory sort of fades in, and I was doing fine. That anesthesia is a great painkiller. It was fine for 1 hour exactly. And then the pain started to come in. I knew this going in, because they did give me not a warning, but they gave me a piece of paper that said what drugs I'd be on. Paracetamol. Can you imagine Tylenol as your pain medication in surgery? Crazy. That's standard. Everyone else is a pussy. I'm a pussy. Everyone else is doing great. Everyone else has insane pain tolerance that gets this surgery. Talk shit on trans women all you like. They have a damn pain tolerance because giving them paracetamol. Fuck! Oh, no opioids, 0. No codeine, no. Paracetamol, regular intervals. Not like, oh, you can maybe like have two every 8 hours. No, 1 every 8 hours. They give me less paracetamol that I take for a cold, like a common cold.
I'm disposed of your piss.
Oh god, yeah.
I'm a hero.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it's called. There was this yeah. Hey, okay, can I have my piss jug? It feels so weird to piss somewhere that isn't a bathroom or a sink.
I got a picture of it.
Of me peeing?
No, of the device.
It looks so cool. This is... it does look like modern art.
That's why, I'm an artist.
Yeah, this was just on the bathroom shelf. Does it fit? No, but so here was the problem, you know. Obviously this is a big jug and everything, but my cock wouldn't fit in there. It's just they're just like ramming it through nothing. Goddamn. Anyway, so I got that chopped off. So there's... Anyway, yes, it could fit through there. It was like the diameter of a Pringles can, and I'm not that big. The first hour was great. Sorry, I already said that. It was immediately after that. Where my memory fades back in is genuinely panic and the worst pain I've ever been in. Sorry, we're gonna get serious for a second. This is actually where, like, I have actual something to criticize. I got out of surgery at roughly, like, 5 or something like that, 5 p.m., maybe. I'm a complete guess. What I do know is that at 1 a.m. I got sedated because from about an hour after the surgery, for the next 5 to 6 hours or so, maybe 7, was agony. I learned how to speak Spanish just to say, like, God, please sedate me. The video of him walking down the hotel corridor, calling out, give me meds in Spanish is kind of funny to look back at. Yeah. So they gave me paracetamol and an NSAID, like essentially an ibuprofen. It worked about as well as an ibuprofen. I was calling out to like anyone that could hear me in the hospital going, please sedate me, please, why? Like, for hours. Nobody could. For some reason, it took them that long to call the doctor. I'm so sorry, I know. So, I gotta find this video. I want you guys to rate my Spanish. What was the surgery for? FFS. That sounds dreadful. It was.
Finster funny surgery.
Finster funny surgery. Oh my god, FFS.
They're funny now, what?
High five, that was good. Yeah. You said that was like really, like it was hard to watch.
It was like almost traumatic, if not traumatic.
Yeah, because I remember like my actual first memory is my eyes like wide open, like I was just like staring at you, then staring at the clock, because I imagine they'd have said something along the lines of like, we can't give you more medication yet. I guess that after coming out of a general anesthetic, they didn't want to give you more powerful painkillers until it was fully working in your system. There's no morphine, no opioids, no nothing. I imagine they also don't want to hook you on a painkiller. So my advice is, it will probably hurt, regardless of what your pain tolerance was. My pain tolerance is shit. I get that. However, this was the worst pain I've ever felt.
Talk about the freak out.
Which one?
Then, that night.
Oh, can you? I don't remember.
It hurt so bad.
It's very
and you were so like out of it that you tried to leave. You wanted
to leave?
You wanted to get up. You tried to get up more.
Oh, yeah. Did I do like the wake up and rip cords out my arm? Fucking...
No, but because they weren't responding to you.
Yeah.
Or like they weren't.
There was no one speaking English.
Yeah. So you like.
I had to like.
I don't know what you were gonna do. But...
I imagine I'd said in English, going like, "Hey, fucking, please give me meds, please. I'm in so much pain. Please help. Please help. Please help. Sedate me, whatever." Because I had to then Google and learn like how to say, give me sedation. Okay, I can sound like the entitled shitty foreigner going to another country, getting surgery, and then complaining that no one speaks English. However, at no point before the surgery did anyone speak Spanish. No, not once. Everyone on facial team, perfect English. The only time that you would meet someone that didn't speak English was after you get surgery, and those are the people you have to rely on.
Yeah, they don't tell you about that either.
No, they don't. Oh god, entitled Brit in Spain. It's like an obvious, annoying archetype of a person. I don't think anyone could have really like comforted me at that time. It was nice having like Ashley and everyone there and everything.
You were going fucking crazy.
Yeah, there was no.
Tried to leave.
I tried to get up and leave the room after surgery. Like, I mean, you haven't seen really like when I woke
you wanted
up.
to go, like you wanted to just leave the room. You wanted to find the nurses. Or
yeah.
Then it just got to the point where you didn't even know. You just wanted to go. You were like going to like pull the bandages and stuff.
Yeah, I just wanted like I needed like some form of like, God, I need help now. Like I need like I need to get it across to nurses that it's an emergency. It was like 1 a.m. that they sedated me again.
I wish they sedated me.
Yeah. So did they botch something? No, everything's fine. The surgeon was fine. But I will say that when I was like screaming to like for someone to give me pain medication because I was just having an awful time, the nurses came in twice just to tell me to shut up.
Oh yeah,
right.
They told you that your screaming was distressing the other patients.
Please, excuse me. Please stop swearing. No! Please stop saying fuck. No, I'm not going to. You haven't given me pain medication. I'm in so much pain. And then again, like after then called it again, please give me pain medication, nurse. I'm in so much fucking pain. They come in and go, shut up. Shut the fuck up. You're scaring everyone else. Shut up, you're scaring everyone. I don't remember the reason why they actually finally gave me medication, like, or what it was.
You wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
What do you mean? They gave you like 20 milligrams of diazepam and it didn't work. Then they gave you a mystery sedative and then the same one again twice, like a little bit later.
They gave me a sedative and I was in too much pain to be asleep.
They gave you 2 sedatives.
Holy shit.
Benzos. Something else. I don't know. They came
Sleep
in
med?
with like a mystery painkiller at one point, and then by the second sedation, you fell asleep or fell unconscious.
I was in a lot of pain. It was more pain than Valium and literal sedation could actually take me out with.
Apparently, that's a thing though.
What?
It's either the devil smoking that you mentioned,
yeah,
or being autistic. Apparently, that makes your tolerance for painkillers higher.
I didn't realize they gave me 2 sedations, by the way. That's news to me.
Yeah.
Vlad's getting some stuff done in Korea.
Yeah.
Has he said what? Because I feel like I know. That's interesting.
I got an email from a Korean like surgery place. They wanted to give me free surgery.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Would you do it now that you've I should say, like, after everything still, I'd do it again. Like, realistically, it was one bad day.
I'm
busy. Yeah, my god.
I'm busy on that day. Would you really do it again?
Yeah.
If it went exactly the same?
Yeah, I'd have prepared differently. Definitely.
I feel like if I wasn't there, you would have died.
Maybe. If you weren't there, I probably would have just gotten up. I'm going to be bitching about this, because it's fun. But I would do it again.
I don't understand how.
I don't know.
The breathing day?
Breathing day was so good. I've talked about it a little bit.
Do you remember the after the breathing day?
That's it for a different stream.
Gee.
I don't want to complain too much all in one go.
If you asked me to stay in Spain for 2 weeks with you again, I would definitely say no.
I'm happy with how it came out, to be honest.
If you are a helper, a potential helper watching this stream, and someone you know and love, or kind of like, is going to have surgery, bring your own drugs.
Yeah,
I didn't get any, and Finn got some, and Finn will do it again.
Yeah.
And I know.
Shout out to babysitter Ricky. Yeah, she went through a lot.
Sober
with no drugs to help her. One of the times the nurse came in when they were telling me to shut up, they went like, shut up, you're making your hematoma so much worse. By the way, a crazy thing to tell someone. Like, hey, you've had a complication because of how much you're yelling. By the way, we're gonna do nothing about it. Okay. Why not, man? God, I didn't like those nurses. I really didn't like those nurses. When we had the post-op consultation with the doctor, I told, you have a great vision of like, I can't wait to go and express all my grievances to the person themselves.
Yeah.
I can't wait to tell the doctor how fucking awful this was. And I was saying that to you. And then in real life, I very politely said I didn't like it.
No, you did. You did a good job.
Exactly what I said, which I would say is true, unless they change something, and I'll write something up for them because they asked me to get it in writing and everything, was I can't actually recommend this experience. I could have came back and said, guys, facial team's amazing. It's the best place ever. But realistically, they weren't. Everyone that worked at Facial Team was lovely. It's that they work with other clinics. Like, they work with the clinic that I was staying in, and that clinic sucked dick. It was lovely, like, as a nice place. But if you're anticipating needing a lot of help, sucks balls. Quit yelling from your intense pain, dude. You're gonna keep fucking yourself up, even worse than you already are. And honestly, they were right. I did. I looked like a zombie that had work done in their life. Like. Because my eye was so, like, it was bloodshot, but not, like, it was just, like, there was blood in my eye. Like, usually I'm used to bloodshot eyes as, like around the edge of the eye. This is, like, my pupil, just blood from my pupil to the right side of my eye.
I sent you a picture of your bruise looking like eyeliner. Or eyeshadow.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, fuck it, I can show this. Look at that.
Snatched as hell, girl.
Went a little heavy.
Snatched.
Little too heavy on the eyeshadow, but that's what my mom said. Had a good night out, yeah. This is me blackout. But my mom, that was the first thing I think she said was, you went a little bit heavy on the eyeshadow, honey. When I ended up finally saying, like, hey, this wasn't all that great, there was a doctor that had, like, a what's the word I'm looking, like a Greek god of a jawline, like just like his most prominent facial feature was his jawline, which is why PB said that he was the handsome doctor. And he was a relatively attractive guy. That's fair. Whatever. I don't know if you've ever seen someone with like Giga Chad jawline tense their jaw in frustration when you're talking to them. But me saying this criticism probably went something like this when he like, you could tell he was mad. When I went like, I don't know if I could recommend this, and because the nurses were a little bit, maybe not the best. Like, I immediately backed down, like a fucking dog getting growled at. It was bad enough that I needed to complain, but he immediately went, I know, he said that, like, typical sub behavior. Okay, fuck him. Let me fuck that guy up. He called me a sub.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so when I did end up complaining about it, I got the response of, we've heard this a couple times, or like,
we've heard it a lot.
Yeah, we've heard this before, and I have told them to do better. Yeah. So can you please put this in writing so I can make them do better? Because I think in his, I'm going to misquote him, but he said like, they're kind of fucking me up.
That is exactly what he said.
Right? And he did, they're fucking me up. Like... Which I was like, again, like Facial Team I so badly want to recommend them, but I fucking really hated that clinic. Facial Team was great. They did a good job on the surgery. Nothing went wrong. I've had a slight complication, but nothing bad. And it was really due to my own thing. I did it to myself. But it was the clinic that was at this point. Why would they even care though? Well, because they at least know that even if they at least know that I could go on the internet and say this was awful, which it was, and I don't know.
It was bad. The surgery was good.
FFS was.
Everything else was bad.
Surgery good. Nurses. I don't know if anyone speaks Spanish, but can you rate this?
Ayúdame, por favor, Dios. Porque no me cedes rápidamente.
I'm pretty sure I mixed up of where the words were supposed to be in that. I'm gonna turn it up.
Mierda. Por favor, Dios. Porque no me cedes rápidamente. Mierda.
I was saying that a lot. I was saying that line a lot, Chet.